Welcome to the Ledi lookout. When arriving to the property, you can park anywhere on the high street for free on both sides of the street. And the main door to the building just here. This door isn't locked. Enter through here. The Keysafe is just on the right hand side. To use the Keysafe, just pull down the black cover, and then take the slider just in the middle, slide this down to reset the code, then enter the code that we provided. Once you've entered the code, take the dial on the top and turn to the right clockwise to open the safe. Then retrieve the keys, and then close the safe, and then take the dial and turn this to the left anti-clockwise to lock. Just please check that it's locked behind, and then put the black cover back up. For the communal door, you want to take the bronzy key into the lock and turn to the right clockwise and push the door to open. For the communal lighting, just push the button just here and the stairwell lights come on. And to close the communal door, it automatically locks behind you. To exit, you take the dial, turn to the left, anti-clockwise, and just pull the door with the handles to open to exit. The apartment is on the top floor, so if you head up the stairs. The apartment door is just here on the top floor. To access the apartment, take the square key and pop it into the lock and turn this to the right clockwise to unlock. And welcome to the Ledi lookout. When inside, to lock the door, take the dial, turn to the right clockwise to lock the door, and when exiting, take the dial and turn to the left anti-clockwise to unlock, which opens the door. If you have guests arriving, to speak to them on the intercom, just lift up the phone and to grant access, press and hold the button just here to open the communal door downstairs. And when finished, just hang it. For the lighting controls for in the main hall, just controls here. Moving into the kitchen. For the lights, the left hand light here is for the under counter lights. The middle switch for the light above the table. And finally the spotlights on the right hand switch. With a lovely space for you to prepare meals. And a lovely dining area looking out the window to the Callander Crags. For our microwave, push the button here to open the door and just push close. Take the dial and just turn to the right clockwise to your desired time, 1 minute 30 for example, and press the start button just here. If you want to pause and check your food, just tap this button once, open the door, and to resume just press start again. To stop completely, you press this button twice. For the oven just beneath, to work the oven, just tap the plus icon and you see all the icons displayed. If you press the plus icon around to the flashing symbol shown here, this is for the fan oven, and press the play button to enter that mode. To amend the temperature, tap the temperature button just here, and then plus to increase the temperature, minus to decrease the temperature. To your desired, then just hit the play button. The lights will stop flashing when the temperature's been achieved. And to open the door, just pull towards you and push closed. If for instance there is a padlock shown on the top right hand side here, means the child lock is on, so no adjustments can be made. To turn this off, click and hold the padlock button till it disappears, and you can restart. To put this off, you can press pause twice. for our toaster. The right hand switch will not work until the left hand is being used. So if you have 4 slices, use the left hand side first and press down the right. The dial just here, if you turn to the left anti-clockwise to the lower the numbers, it decreases the duration. Turning to the higher the numbers to the right clockwise increases the duration. Just set to your preference. And to cancel, press the blue button just here. For our extractor fan, to turn on, just tap the button in the middle and then press the right hand button just here to increase the power up to maximum. To decrease the power, the left hand button, and it goes off. The lights are controlled on the button just here, and when you're finished, just press off. Just beneath we have our cooker hob. This is an induction hob. To turn on, just tap the button on the bottom right hand side. Each of the 4 hobs are indicated by the icons here. The bottom left, top right and bottom right. For example, to use the bottom right, just tap the button just here and press the plus icon to desired power and then press the minus to reduce. The power won't come on until the pan or pot goes onto the hob. Then when you're finished, just tap the off button on the bottom right hand side. We have our cutlery drawer just here. For our kettle, it's just operated on the switch on the right hand side. Just press down to activate and gently lift up to cancel. And we also have an Nespresso coffee machine for you to enjoy during your stay. To use this, lift up the section here and put the pod in the direction shown. Then gently but firmly pull this back down. For a large cup, press the button on the right, and a small cup, the button on the left. And to fill the water reservoir, you want to take the tank, pull this out towards the wall just very slightly, and then lift straight up. You then want to fill it with water, and then return it to the back of the machine, back into position, then pull it towards the machine just slightly till you hear a click. And it's ready to use. Our fridge freezer, we have the fridge on the top, and when you arrive, we'll provide you milk for your first night. And the freezer just beneath. For the kitchen sink, we have the hot tap on the left hand side, just pull this down to activate, and the cold on the right hand side, just pull this down to activate. We also provide, throughout the apartment, lovely sea kelp hand soap. Just underneath the sink, we have our fire extinguisher and our first aid kit. We also have a dishwasher to help throughout your stay. To pop this on, just press and hold the left hand button just here, and the lights illuminate. When you're ready to start, press the play button just here, and the dishwasher tablet just goes into this section, and you just gently push down, and to open, press the button just here. To put the machine off, just click and hold the button just here, and then just push close. When you arrive, we'll provide you a welcome basket with some amenities to start your stay. For our bin, it's just located just in this cupboard, and just comes out. We have our general waste. For emergencies, we have our fire blanket in the kitchen, and for any pets with you, we have a dog bowl and water dish. For the heating controls throughout the apartment, it's all controlled in the same way. You take the valve just here, and if you want to reduce the temperature, you want to turn clockwise. If you want to increase the temperature, turn to the left anti-clockwise to increase the temperature, and clockwise to reduce. And the lights for the kitchen just here to go off. For the thermostat in the apartment, it's just controlled here in the hallway. To increase the temperature, just tap the plus arrow, and you can see the temperature increases. To reduce the temperature, just tap the down arrow, to reduce. Moving into our living room, we've got a beautiful space for you to enjoy with wood burning fire. For the lights, just controlled just here for the main lights. Got a beautiful wood burning fire for you to enjoy, and when you arrive we'll provide you some logs and kindling to start your stay. To use the fireplace, you want to take the handle and you want to move to the left to allow the door to open. You want to build the fire with kindling, with fire lighters, and then pop a log on top. And to close the door, then lift the handle upright to close the door. For the draw in the left hand position, this is in the open position, so it will increase the flames. To reduce the flames, pull to the right hand side, which closes the draw and reduces the flames. We also have a secondary inlet here, opening to the left hand side again, will increase the flames, turning to the right, closes this airflow and reduces the flames. For the television, if you take the button on the top right hand side, it turns the television on. You then want to take the Sky remote and press the on button on the top left hand side. Then want to take the TV remote and change to the source button just here. Scroll to HDMI 4 and press the middle button. Now that you're in Sky, if you use the cursors, scroll down to TV Guide, press the middle button and enter into all channels. You can then scroll down, find something you'd like to watch, and when you do, press the middle button. Initially on the bottom right hand side, it shows as a small screen, and to enter the main screen, press the middle button once again. To return to the main menu, press the back button. Alternatively, you can press the home button to go back to the main menu. If you scroll down to apps and inputs, we also have Netflix included in our TV package. So if you enter into Netflix, and when Netflix loads, please don't sign out of our account, and you can press the middle button and you can start enjoying your favourite series and movies. To go back to the main menu, you can press the back button or press the home button. And when you're finished, press the off button on the top left hand side. You then want to put the television off with the button on the right hand side on this remote. For any pets joining you, we provide a dog bed. For the lamp, just controlled on the switch just here. And for the two table lamps, the switches. And out of the living room, you're looking out onto the high street, and just in the distance to the right, you can see Ben Ledi. And the living room lights just here to turn off. Moving into our master bedroom, we have a stunning bedroom with custom made headboard. Lovely views out into the garden, one of the Callander crags. For the blinds, you just pull up and down with cords. And for the windows, if you push the button in, turn the handle halfway, the window pulls open just at the top. And then to close, just push closed and the handle back down to close. Some hanging space for the bedside lamps, controlled with the switch. independently on both sides. We also have a chest of drawers to keep your belongings organised through your stay. And we also provide a fan in case it gets a bit warm. And for the lamp, just controlled on the switch just here. For the main light in the bedroom, the switch just here turns the light off. Moving into our twin bedroom. Once again, we've got beautiful handmade custom headboards with 2 single beds. For the bedside lamp, controlled on the switch just here. We have some hanging space and a chest of drawers to keep your belongings organised. And once again, for our blinds, just controlled with the cord at the side, just pull up and down. And for the lights, control just here. Moving into our bathroom. For the lights in the bathroom, it's just a switch on the right hand side to turn on and off. And if we can please ask to leave the extractor fan left on during your stay, please. It goes off after a few minutes after the lights go out. The switch on the left hand side, again for the hall. We've got a stunning space for you to enjoy and relax during your stay. Provide you lovely C-cup hand soap. For the hot tap, turn this to the right clockwise to activate, and for the cold water, turn this left anti-clockwise to turn on. We have a stunning shower for you to use with an overhead shower and handheld shower, and we also provide C-cup hair and body shampoo. To use the shower controls, the dial on the top activates the water out of the main shower head, and the lower dial just here activates the handheld shower. The temperature for both of them are controlled in the middle switch just here. Turning to the left anti-clockwise turns to the hottest section. You have to push the button in and then it allows you to turn further to the left to the hottest section. Just make sure to make small changes as it does change quickly. And to turn to the coldest, turn to the right clockwise. Just set to your preference. And the door just pulls open and pushes closed. Moving into our hall cupboard, we have our washing machine and our tumble dryer. We also have a travel cot and our high chair in here as well. For the lights, control just here to turn on and off. And just for reference, this is where our boiler is as well. It's well maintained and please don't make any adjustments to it. And if there's any problems, please let us know. For our washing machine, the door just pulls open and pushes closed. And if you turn the dial to your desired setting, the lights illuminate. Just in the drawer just here, we have our main detergent in this section and our fabric softener in this section. And just push closed. And to start, press the button just here. And when finished, turn to the off position, please. For our tumble dryer, the door just pulls open, and before use, if we can please ask you to pull this section out. And if there's any lint in this section, put it in the bin, please. It also makes a great fire lighter. And if you put this back into this section, just push closed, turn to any of your desired settings, and you can see the lights illuminate. When ready, press the starter button. press the pause, and when finished, turn it off please. And the lights to go off. And just in the hallway, if you lift this flap up, this is our trip switch. All the switches are in the correct position. If anything is pointing downwards, please feel free to flick it back upright into this position. If there's any problems, please give us a call and we're happy to help. And when departing, if I can please ask you to turn the thermostat to 18 degrees. And if you can please pop the hall lights off on departure. To lock the door, take the key into the lock, turn to the left clockwise to lock the door, and please just check that it's locked behind you. And then back down the stairs. If you have any general waste during your stay, if you use this dial, turn to the left, anti-clockwise. If this door is locked, you can use the silver key to unlock the door. And our general waste is just in the bins here, in the grey bin. Access to the garden is just down this lane. And our garden is just located here. The clothesline at the end of the garden is shared with the building. So this section here is shared use. And our garden space just here on the right hand side. Thank you for staying with us at Juniper Rentals. We hope you had a lovely stay, and we hope to welcome you back soon.